Who drove this car?
Maybe it was a ghost.
Shut up.
Well, I'm sorry I interrupted the intensity of the situation.
Shut it.
No, I'm sick and tired of this. Everything always has to be serious with you two. Take a joke.
It's our job to take things seriously.
Well, you should have put that in the contract.
What kind of mercenary isn't serious?
Me?
Well, I guess this job isn't meant for you.
Excuse me?
You seriously hadn't figured it out yet?
What?
You suck at this job.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
Watch out, we're on a...
Oh, stop. Butterfingers.
Let me get that for you. Clean up on aisle 5.
Good morning, Mr. President.
Good morning to you too. What do you have in your hand?
This is an economic report for the past month.
Thank you. Wow, up again? The economy has improved since Tyrtle Real Estates and Investments was dissolved.
Agreed. Do you need anything, Mr. President?
No, thank you.
Breaking news. Sheldon Tyrtle, the owner of Tyrtle Real Estate, was found comatose in a warehouse. Investigators say that a hard blow to his head gave him a traumatic brain injury. He was pronounced dead at 9:30 this morning. Our thoughts go out to his family and those who are grieving.
Stop the murder! Who will be next?
We are in the process of finding the murderer of Sheldon Tyrtle. We have many men and women working countless hours to find the criminal. Be rest assured that given enough time, we will have found the person responsible.
It's not safe here anymore. I need to leave. If only I could tell them about what actually happened. Hello, Mr. President. You have a message.
Thank you. I would prefer to see this in private.
Understandable. Goodbye.
Hola, William Carlson, also known as the President of the United States. This is the Tortuga Syndicate. We are a growing Cuban organization that has quickly militarized with the intention of world domination. We have a proposition for you. You surrender your country to us and we'll keep this peaceful. Or you can find us and you will definitely lose. It's your choice. You have 48 hours to respond or else we will attack regardless of your decision.
Mr. President, you are no longer safe here. Let us escort you to safety.
Don't worry, the cabinet has already been notified and we are making a decision as we speak.
What about Miss Murphy?
The Vice President has been notified and will be joining us.
What about General Cooper?
General Cooper will be joining us as well.
Good. Let's roll out. What are the odds of us getting out of here untouched?
Pretty high if I had to guess. We've dealt with worse. This'll be a cakewalk.
Quiet, they'll be here any second.
Red alert, we're under attack.
Who is this? Where are you located?
This is General Frank. We are in North Washington.
North Washington.
Yes, we aren't prepared for an attack like this.
Hold your ground, General Frank. We'll have reinforcements up there in no time.
They had helicopters, tanks, and a lot of ammunition.
Remain calm, General Frank. We've got reinforcements heading your way right now.
Hurry.
your locations, General Frank.
Hello? Is anyone there? Hello? Breaking news. The Tortuga Syndicate has advanced to Montana and North Dakota. They're getting closer and closer to Seattle after the loss of the base in North Washington. Joining us live in Washington is Arnold Snake.
Thank you. This base is Seattle's last hope. American soldiers have been on duty 24/7 to make sure that this base is in the safest of hands.
Good to know, Arnold. How tight is the security up there?
I had to be given special permission to even be within 100 yards of this base, so you can imagine that they are on high alert. Nobody is allowed in or out, and the moment something suspicious happens, these guys will be on it within seconds.
Good to know, Arnold. How does this compare to the Tortuga Syndicate forces?
Well, I'll tell you, Greg. Nobody's ever going to be able to take this base. Oh my, I think a bomb just went off.
What? What's going on, Arnold?
Jim, turn the camera off.
We'll be right back with you.
Brr. It sure wasn't this cold in the U.S. Who's there? Show yourself. I have a gun.
Never thought I'd be yelled at for walking towards a criminal.
Who are you?
I guess my popularity is immune to some.
Mr. Carlson?
It's a pleasure to finally meet you, Ulysses, baby.
I prefer not to be called by my first name.
My apologies. That's a nice watch.
Thank you. It belonged to my wife.
I'm sorry.
What are you doing here? Don't you have a country to run?
I came to talk with you, Mr. Baby.
About what?
Are you aware of what's happening in the U.S.?
Who is it? The greatest country in the world is crumbling because of some Cuban terrorist organization.
It's a shame that some see this as just another terrorist organization. They're much more than that.
How so?
Are you familiar with the name Reaganne?
Never heard of him.
Reaganne is one of the most dangerous men to live. He took control of Cuba when he was 21. He's a young, powerful, but negative influence for Cuba.
That's how they're so strong then.
That's how it seems.
Why are you here?
We need your help.
My help?
Who else could we go to?
Why me?
Oh, I guess someone else took down over a dozen gangs and knew Woot Banpow.
These gangs are much less powerful than a syndicate that is destroying the United States.
A dozen gangs are no small feat. You're the best in the world at it.
Thanks for the compliment, but why do I want to help the country that is wanting me dead?
You are a Green Beret, correct?
That's irrelevant.
No, it isn't. A man could have been a Green Beret without loving his country.
I loved my country.
You'll turn your back on the country.
It turned its back on me first.
Are you referring to the Sheldon Tyrtle incident?
Yes.
We've known where you've been for a while, but haven't bothered to try and arrest you. Why would we do that?
I thought you wanted me dead.
Tyrtle real estate and assets had a major negative impact on the economy. America was falling apart when you killed him. You actually did a huge favor for the country.
Well, that doesn't change the fact that I killed him.
I can help you with that.
With what?
If you can help take down the Tortuga Syndicate, I'll pardon you for your crimes and you'll be welcome back into the U.S.
Really?
Our country is desperate. We need your help.
Are you sure you can do that?
I'm sure. Are you in?
Hola.
How is it in Colorado?
Everything is running smoothly. It is much colder up there.
Muy bien. Any news from America?
Yes, they have someone new working with them.
Who?
Senor Bebe.
Really? They must be very desperate to be going to him.
See, in no time, we'll have taken Washington, D.C. This is going to be much easier than expected.
Ha 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 ha. What is the time estimate to Washington?
At this rate, we will have taken Washington, D.C. in a month.
Muy bien. You seem to only bring good news.
Well, there is one thing.
What? What is it?
We've had some resistance in Seattle.
In every city we go, we have resistance. Why didn't you fight back?
Things would have turned unnecessarily violent. We would have lost a lot of men.
You're disobeying orders, Pablo. I told you to push through the city.
But, sir,
let me take care of the situation.
what are we going to do?
Take care of the situation.
How Hold your ground, everyone. We don't know when they're coming back.
What's that?
A plane.
Maybe it's help.
I don't think that's it.
What is that?
A nuke.
Hello, General Barry Cooper and Miss Murphy. This is Mr. Baby.
Hello.
General Cooper is a 5-star general. He fought and led the American loyalists in the Second American Civil War. And this is Miss Murphy, the Vice President.
It's good to meet you both.
Where do you work, Mr. Baby?
Nowhere right now. I used to be a Green Beret.
Oh, thank you for your service.
Let's get down to business. I brought Mr. Baby here to help us discuss our war situation. He has experience with taking down violent organizations.
You're just what we need. I'm excited to have you on the team.
Current situation with the Tortuga Syndicate.
In the beginning, we were expecting for the Tortuga Syndicate to start their invasion in Arizona, so we moved several defense units down there. But the Tortuga Syndicate anticipated our move and went to Canada.
Why isn't Canada helping us?
They were, but the Tortuga Syndicate took over a small region on the border between Canada and Washington. They have a few bases settled there now.
Why not just go there?
We haven't got a good enough shot yet. They shoot our planes down and they're very heavily guarded.
But we have the strongest air force in the world. How are they able to defend themselves?
The Tortuga Syndicate has near control of Cuba. They had access to everything that the government had.
But how did they get enough power to take over the country in the first place?
We don't know.
How many bases do they have?
Their headquarters is in Cuba. They have about 7 bases in Canada.
Could we drop an atomic bomb?
No, we don't know if they have access to nuclear weapons as well. If they do, then dropping a nuke could mean the end of the world.
Do we have any help?
Nobody's been willing to help since our economy began to suffer. Canada was the closest thing to an ally that we had.
But we trade with so many of them. How could they turn their backs on us?
They've been looking to other countries since our economy began to slip, and we were no longer able to supply them.
Wow, so it's just us.
Unfortunately so.
Do we have any plans for what we're going to do?
Mr. President, Seattle has just been attacked.
Oh my goodness, what happened?
A plane flew over the city and dropped a bomb. We're estimating 4,000 killed and 9,000 injured.
Oh my.
How do they have access to that kind of weapon?
We don't know, sir.
A country must be helping them.
China?
China wouldn't make that mistake again.
Russia?
Maybe so.
This is out of my league. I've struggled to take down gangs that can barely supply weapons.
If another country is involved in this, World War III might have just started.
We can't fight a world war, son. Surrender may be our only choice.
What? No, we can't. There's no way we're going to give up.
If we wait longer, we might not have a shot at a negotiated surrender.
Miss Murphy is right. It's likely going to get worse if we try and wait.
Mr. Carlson, we can't do this.
I'm sorry, Mr. Ray. It looks like it's our only option.
We have another option. We don't have to surrender. We can fight and win this war.
We can't. We're not the country we used to be.
Unfortunately so.
Let's compromise. Plan A, we negotiate. If they say no, then we go to Plan B.
Which is?
We fight until our country falls.
I agree.
Me too.
Mr. Baby?
Count me in.
Well, you have got the message.
I'm Mr. Baby. I am sending this message to notify you that the United States of America is willing to negotiate a surrender. I will represent America in our negotiations and would prefer that we meet at your headquarters tomorrow. Thank you, and we hope to see you soon.
Congratulations. We've made the United States surrender in 2 weeks.
Everything's coming together. Tell them we'll be happy to see them tomorrow. Buenos dias, Mr. Baby.
Hello, Raw Iguana.
Please, take a seat. It's always a pleasure to meet a murderer.
It's always a pleasure to meet a terrorist.
Tell me, how did you kill Turtle?
I prefer not to speak about it.
Come on, amigo. Please tell me, how did you kill the richest man in the world?
It's something that I regret doing. Let's leave it at that.
Guards, you're dismissed. I don't understand why they send a murderer to make a peaceful negotiation.
It would have been me or the president.
I would have preferred the president, no offense to you.
I would have too.
Let's get down to a business, amigo.
The United States is willing to surrender to the Tortuga Syndicate.
Continue.
You'll withdraw your troops from Canada.
Why should I do that? What do I get out of this?
In return, the Tortuga Syndicate will annex the states that are north of Colorado and west of Minnesota.
We've taken Colorado. We want more.
I wasn't finished. You will also receive the land that Mexico lost in the Mexican-American War.
Which are?
Utah, New Mexico, Nevada, Arizona, California, Texas, and West Colorado.
That's a lot of land. America must be desperate.
If we weren't, we would still be fighting.
Why shouldn't I say no and take that land anyways?
You'll save money by doing this, and there's no guarantee that you'll be able to take those lands.
I suggest a different offer.
Go ahead.
We'll leave Canada, America will keep all of its land, but we request a publicly execute of the president.
I'm sorry, but that is unacceptable.
How so?
We are not willing to sacrifice him.
I refuse your offer.
You should reconsider. This is a large amount of land. You will have some of the largest cities in America.
We are not going to end this war until our demands have been met. America will continue to suffer because of this selfish decision. Many more lives will be lost because of this choice.
Is there anything that we could do to our offer that you would accept?
Mr. Baby, this is a simple request. Make the best decision for the American citizens.
We've got a deal.
Excellent.
One more thing.
Yes?
Hasta la vista.
I'm disappointed in you. Did you kill Mr. Turtle that way? Do you know who I am?
You're raw iguana.
You don't say. Take a joke, amigo. My father was killed when I was 18. William Carlson led multiple assassination attempts on him. My father created the Tortuga Syndicate. It started as a group of unfortunate people, but we grew. My friend Pablo raised me to take control of what my father had built. I was 20 when he thought I could do it. I want to kill your president because he took my father from me. My first order of business was to take over Cuba, which I did. People wouldn't have listened to a gang. But they'll listen to me now.
Why are you putting innocent lives on the line just to get revenge?
America celebrated the death of my father. He was just trying to provide for us.
Who are you working with?
It's not important enough for you to know.
What do you want from me?
You.
What?
We're keeping you here as a hostage to get the U.S. government to come here.
They won't come.
If they care about you, they will. Tell me about yourself, Ulysses. It takes a while to get from America to Cuba. I'm just trying to make this easy as I can for you.
I was a Green Beret.
Really?
I had a wife. She died a few months ago.
I'm sorry for your loss. What was her name?
Julia.
What happened?
She had cancer. That watch over on that table I was wearing belonged to her.
Here, amigo. This belongs to you.
Why'd you drop the nuke on Seattle?
It was necessary.
You could have just taken control of the city by demanding control. They had no chance against you.
It wasn't just about taking control of Seattle. It was showing our strength. People had doubted us before, but their minds quickly changed after we destroyed Seattle.
You'd kill 4,000 people just to make a power move?
These are times of war, and war is filled with power moves.
Your father was a threat to America. We killed him for the safety of the world. You shouldn't have to kill people for that.
My father was a symbol of Cuba. You killed him because you didn't like him. Now I'm going to kill the man responsible.
I hate to break it to you, Rawl, but you won't see that happen.
Why?
You won't be around.
Stop! Get on the ground!
Someone radio Pablo!
Everyone put your weapons down. You're surrounded. Well.
What's going on here?
We're rescuing you, but more importantly, we're taking control of the space. I assume you couldn't resist killing another man.
He's still alive. He's back there in the rubble.
I think that the president wants to see you.
Mr. Carlson?
I knew something was wrong with that watch.
He wanted to kill you, so I did what I had to.
You understand that this isn't the end, right?
We just proved that we're able to fight back. This country that we're dealing with just lost their ground.
Thank you, Mr. Baby.
I'm glad to help.
I think you have to get going somewhere. Unfortunately, we weren't able to get your original house back for you, so we decided that we'd get something a little bit nicer for you instead. That is, of course, if you agree to work with us.
Work with you?
We figured out that companies may be hesitant to hire a pardoned murderer, so we are going to offer you a position in the United States government. It's the least that we could do.
What sort of position? I'm not into politics.
International bounty hunter. I think it suits you.
Where is this house?
Get in. We'll take you there. Here it is, of course. We had to get you a car as well. We heard that you wrecked your old one.
I don't know what to say.
It is a little bit of an improvement from a shack and new Woot Bang Pal. I have to get going. I need to tell the public about the end of the war and you.
Thank you, Mr. Carlson.
Oh, I almost forgot. I'm sorry that you lost your watch. So I talked to some of my friends and we were able to get you a new one.
Wow.
With that, you can call me at any time. It is also connected to the house.
Connected?
You'll see. You take it easy, will you?
Welcome home, Mr. Baby.
Hello? Who's there?
Pablo?
Amigo.
I'll have us out of here in no time.
I love you, Raul.
We'll rebuild and eventually we'll get back what we want. I'll do anything for the boss. Make sure we add Mr. Baby to the list.
What list?
The people who will kill.